Getting put on one of Spotify's editorial playlists can get you a ton of streams. I'm talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions. So today I'm going to show you how to pitch your song to the Spotify editorial team and how to increase your chances of actually getting playlisted. I've personally had 5 different songs put into 2 different Spotify editorial playlists, which has led to hundreds of thousands of streams on those songs. So if you want the best chance of getting your songs picked up by a Spotify editorial playlist, you have come to the right place. So don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It really helps out me and my channel and will get this video seen by many more people. So let's jump into the computer and I will show you exactly what I do. Now here I'm at my Spotify artist page. If you don't know or haven't claimed your Spotify for Artist page, I'll link a video up here that will show you exactly how to do that. But assuming you've claimed your page and you have already submitted your music to Spotify for release, we're just gonna go right here and click pitch a song. Now, if your release isn't showing up yet and you've just uploaded it, keep in mind it does take a few days or even up to a week or a couple weeks for your music to show up on Spotify. So just a reminder, allow 4 to 6 weeks when uploading your songs to get to Spotify. You don't wanna just upload it the week before it comes out because you're not gonna be able to pitch to the Spotify playlist. So that first step is very important. Give yourself 4 to 6 weeks before the release so that you can pitch your song to Spotify. So you'll see this song comes out March 25th. Today is currently March 4th. So I uploaded this song a week ago, but I haven't pitched it yet because I want to make a video for you. So let's go ahead and pitch a song from this release. Now, you'll see 4 of these tracks are already out. They've been released as singles. I love doing the singles approach because it gives a lot of hype and a lot of build up for when the album actually drops. So we're gonna go ahead and pitch the only song that we can, which is the Sleepless Nights Oblivion remix. So select the song you want and click next. Now, do keep in mind you are only going to get to choose 1 song from every release, so that's why I have released 4 singles in the past, is so that every time I release a new song, it has a chance to get put in a Spotify editorial playlist. If you just release all of your songs on the album at once, you're only going to get to choose 1 song to pitch. So this is why I choose to release singles instead of just dropping the whole album at once, but feel free to do whatever you want. This is just what I recommend. Now, go ahead and type in your hometown and where you're currently based. This is just going to give Spotify a bit of information of where you're from. They want to see a lot of listeners from your hometown. This means that you have a bit of a following locally and are going to be able to push this song to a bit of people. So go ahead and select your area and click next. Now, this is always the tricky part. We need to choose up to 3 genres for this song. And me personally, I have a really tough time figuring out the genres of my own music, never mind other people's music. So what I like to do is reach out to a few friends and show them the song early and ask their input on what genre they think. Now, I actually reached out to Oblivion, who did the remix on this song, and she had a very, very helpful tip when it comes to genres. She said that instead of narrowing it down to a very specific genre, try to leave it broad. So if you have a pop song, but you might want to consider alt pop or trap or somewhere in there, she suggests that all you should do is just put down pop or just put down electronic or just put down rock. This way you're not going to get pigeonholed into one specific genre, and the Spotify curators who listen to these songs are going to have a chance to put you wherever they see fit. So for this particular song, it is kind of a dancey electronic pop remix. So I'm going to select a few different genres. One of them I'm going to do pop. If we can find it, you'll see if you type in pop, there are a ton of different pop options, but we don't want to be too specific. We just want to go with generic pop. Other one we want to go with is electronic. Again, not very specific. And now this particular song, when I did reach out to Oblivion, she said that this could easily be classified as future bass. So we get to select 3 genres. I think having 2 broad or even just 1 broad genre and then 1 or 2 to narrow it down and try to get in a specific playlist is going to be a great option. If you were to choose 3 specific subgenres of music, it might limit you to only getting put on those specific playlists. So instead, we're going to choose pop, electronic, which will give us a broad spectrum of playlists that we could be added to, and then narrow it down more for future bass, and hopefully we'll get picked up by one of those playlists. Now, if we continue down, you'll see you can choose up to 2 music cultures. Now, if your music isn't a cultural song and doesn't really have anything to do with any culture, leave this blank. You don't have to select these. This is just if you happen to have a cultural song. Now, this song isn't, so I'm gonna leave that one blank. Now, next we have the mood of the song. And once again, I am not very good at figuring out the mood of the song. It's a little energetic, but it also seems kind of chill to me. So I'm not gonna get too specific. I am just gonna choose energetic. and leave it with that because it is kind of a dancey electronic song. So I think Energetic will fit the vibe well. But again, these are optional and you don't even have to select any of these. Feel free to leave them blank if you choose. I've left them blank in the past before and it's got me playlisted. I've also chosen moods in the past and it's got me playlisted. So I'm not too sure what's the best. If your song very clearly has a mood, I'd suggest selecting it, but if it doesn't, just feel free to leave it blank. Now, again, you can choose up to 2 different song styles, but this is optional. You don't have to. So if you have an acoustic song, ballad, beats, a Christmas song, or something along those lines, feel free to choose one of those. But again, if you're just releasing a basic pop song like I am, it's probably not going to be any one of these styles. So once again, I'm going to leave that blank. Now, if we scroll down, they want some of the instruments that are on the song. Again, optional, you don't have to choose this. I like to choose this option just so that the people listening to the song know how the song was built. So I'm gonna go ahead and say there's drum kit on here. There's a bit of electric guitar. There is definitely some synthesizer. And I think that is about all. Now, this is once again a remix. So there's a bunch of electronic elements which you can't select, but I think synthesizer falls under that pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just select those 3 options. Now, is this a cover? No, this is not a cover. We wrote this song. This is our song. However, this song is a remix. We've already put out this song, Sleepless Nights, and this is now Sleepless Nights Oblivion Remix. So I'm going to go ahead and select remix. How was it recorded? Was this live off the floor or live from a show? Or did you record this in the studio? And we recorded this in studio. Now, if you recorded this in your bedroom, this also counts as studio. Your bedroom is a studio. Just remember that. Is this an instrumental? No, this song has lyrics. Now you can choose what languages your song's in. This song is entirely English, so I'm gonna go ahead and just select that and then click on next. Now, this is probably the most important part of the entire playlisting process. This is the description. So what it says that they want is tell us about the process of creating this song as well as any plans to promote it. So I like to break this down into a few different sections. I like to talk about the song, what the song means, how we built the song, and then from there I like to talk a little bit about us as the artist, or in this case, who we're working on the song with, which is Oblivion, the collaborator, and then a little bit about how we're gonna promote the song. Okay, I think I got this all typed up. Here's what I came up with. This song is about struggling to find your place in the world. Finding our calling in life can be difficult, and this song is about the overwhelming feeling we experience. So, first part is a little bit about the song and about the message behind the lyrics. Check. We have collaborated with Oblivion to bring a new spin on the original version of the song. Oblivion is a talented producer who brings her own style to our pop punk song, giving it new life and energy. So a little bit about who we're working with and what our plans to do with this song is. Here I like to talk about a few accolades of either artist, but I chose not to do that in this section because I think talking about the message behind the song and how we are taking a pop punk song and remixing it is a little more important here. Now for the last part, in addition to a strong social media push, we'll be running a Facebook ads campaign with Spotify as our main focus. So it's important to say how you plan on promoting this song. So obviously social media is a great way to push your music, but it's not the only way to market music. We are going to be running a Facebook ads campaign, which if it's something you're interested in, I'll link to some videos up here that you can go check out all about Facebook ads. They've been really, really helpful for me and my music, and I'd highly recommend diving into them a little deeper. So yeah, this last part is just how we're gonna advertise the song and push it on social media a little bit, and most importantly, that Spotify is our main focus. We want the people at Spotify to know that our goal is to send all of our listeners to Spotify because we want to show them that we are a team player and working directly with them to try to build our following on Spotify, so we want them to help build our following on Spotify as well. Now, that is just about it for this process. If you'll scroll down, you can just double check your artist info, that all your links are proper, and you can see your top cities where everybody's listening. Perfect. Let's go ahead and click next. Make sure everything looks good. This is your last chance to check everything. Now, you can make changes later on, but it's possible that they've already listened to the song and made a decision, so I would highly suggest double checking everything and make sure that you have it perfect before you go ahead and click submit. You'll see everything here. Once again, hometown of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, genres, pop, electronic, future bass, no music culture, moods, energetic, song styles, left it blank, instruments, drum kit, electric guitar, synthesizers. Probably could have added bass guitar in there, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not a cover. It is a remix. It was recorded in a studio. It is not an instrumental. The language of lyrics is English, and then the description that I just read to you. And then from there, all we're gonna do is go ahead and click pitch. And there we go. Thanks for your pitch. You can pitch another unreleased song after this one goes live. So one last thing to remember is that you can only pitch one song at a time. If you have multiple releases lined up, I'd recommend scheduling them far enough apart, probably at least 2 weeks, but typically for a release, you're going to want 4 to 6 weeks apart. This way, you're going to be able to pitch every single song that you have coming out to Spotify. So when you pitch your song to Spotify, it gets sent to someone on their editorial team. And from there, they're going to choose which playlist is going to be best for your song. In addition, if you do this pitch, you're going to have the opportunity to get put on the Release Radar playlist, which is a great way to get your music heard by not only all of your followers, but a ton of different people. So make sure that you do this pitch at least 1 week in advance so that you have the opportunity to get put on Release Radar, because if you do it less than a week in advance, you're not even going to get put on Release Radar. So highly recommend that you, once again, give yourself ample time for your release, because it's going to make such a difference. Now, that's it. That is the whole process. Our song is now in the hands of the Spotify editorial team to see if they will put it in one of their editorial playlists. But if not, once again, like I said, it will go to Release Radar and still get some traction that way. So I want to know from you, have you ever had one of your songs picked up by a Spotify editorial playlist? Drop me a comment down below, let me know. And as always, if you did find this video helpful, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Really helps out me and my channel. And if you want to stay up to date with more music related content just like this, feel free to subscribe so that you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.